Each year, we get more and more people joining the MLB The Show community and starting to play the game for the very first time. A lot of that has to do with the Xbox game, the game like 3 years ago. Last year, we got the NGL stuff. This year, we got women added to the game. So they're really trying to reach out to different demographics, trying to get a wider spread audience to play MLB The Show. And probably one of the more confusing things about the game, if you've never played it and you've played different Ultimate Team style modes like 2K, FIFA, or Madden, is just how their version of the marketplace works out, which is where you buy cards and you sell cards. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to do both of those. So right here, we got the marketplace. When you click on that, you come to this screen. It's filtered by MLB players, equipment perks, sponsorships, which still don't know what that does, stadiums, unlockables, and then you can see my orders right here, whether it's active or completed. So you can see the cards that you're trying to buy or trying to sell. But you'll generally come here to MLB players. And definitely the most confusing part for most people is you got a buy now and a sell now price. So how exactly, what does that mean? How do I sell my cards? How do I buy cards, etc.? Well, I'm only sitting at a whopping 25k, so I definitely can't buy this Shohei Ohtani here. So this is a perfect time to show you how to filter cards. So you want to filter it by a card you want. Say you know there's a card that you need, that you want to find, you can press square and you can either search it by its name or you can filter it. Say you want to look up, let's go 86 overall cards. We just want 86 overalls. We'll also put the mint overall at 86. So then it's going to filter us by 86 overalls, and we got all these cards here, really condensing it down, making it easier to find the card that I want or a specific style of card if you want. Or you can do it by the different series. We got Live Series, Rookie, Breakout, Veteran, All-Star, Postseason, Takashi. Let's see, we got some of the new Takashi cards here. Eric Gagne, Mickey Mantle. But you can filter it by just about any version of the card you want. Otherwise, you can search it up by its name. Another way to search cards is if you go to My Inventory and go to MLB Players. Say there's a specific player you know that you want. Just go to that team. We'll go to the White Sox, for example, and say I want recently traded Dylan Cease. All you have to do is press X, and then you have the option to view market, and it's going to take you to that specific card right in the market. So you don't gotta go through that entire search process to find it. So those are two easy ways to find the card you want. But now let me tell you about today's sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. Underdog is my favorite place to play fantasy games, more specifically their pick'em entries. All you have to do is pick higher or lower for 2 to 5 stats from your favorite players. Simply just submit the ticket and you can earn up to 20 times your money. The best part about Underdog is that if you use code Bkindel or click the link in the description, they will double your first deposit up to $100. Again, download the Underdog Fantasy app and use code Bkindel to double your first deposit. Now back to the video. So now how do I sell cards? So I need this card. I found him in the store. How do I buy him? We're gonna go to a much cheaper option. Let's look up JB Bukakis. We're on My Inventory. We're gonna press X. We're gonna view and market. And right now, you see we got buy now for 25 stubs. We got a sell now for 6 stubs. I want to buy him. If I press X on the card, you see I got buy sell options, my active orders, completed orders. These two are mainly going to be irrelevant. We also got that tab that I showed you a little bit earlier in the video. So you'll always click on buy sell options, and then it takes you to this screen. And this is where people get kind of confused. So if you want to buy a card, you're obviously going to go to buy. But you see right now, his buy price is at 23 stubs. A lot of these overall cards just don't go for anything at all. So if I want to buy him, I gotta put a buy order in. So say I really want JB Bukakis, price doesn't matter. I would go to buy and I would just buy now at 23 stubs. Boom, just like that, purchase successful, I have him. But that's not the way you're gonna do it. You will spend so many more stubs. If you want to save stubs, like a lot of stubs, and you should do this with every player, you saw that right here, there was previously a thing that said 5 stubs. That's gonna be a sell order. So that means you can click on buy and go to create buy order. And I can put how much I'm willing to spend on that card. That's what that person did and it sold. They put 5 stubs, which means if somebody doesn't want to go through the entire marketplace, put them up, and they just want to get their stubs right away, say they pull the pack, don't care about his price at all, just want to get rid of him, they have the option to sell that card for you. So we'll put him up for 5 stubs right there, and you see over on sellable, that 5 is mine. So if somebody decides they don't want to put him up for 23 stubs, they want to sell him for 5, just because it's a lot faster and you get those stubs right away, they can do that. You should be doing this with every single player, especially as you go through these live series collections. Generally, people will sell them to you a lot faster than people think. I mean, we're talking about a fourth to 1/5 of its actual price, and people will sell you these cards for 5 stubs really quick. So we'll go to another card in the Brewers collection here. Let's go with Bryce Terrain. Just got named the opening day starting second baseman. He's going for 148 buy now. That's a little bit steeper than I want to pay for him, but his sell now is 33. So if I go to buy sell options, I'm going to want to. I have the option to buy him at 148, but I don't want to do that because even though it may not seem like much now, it adds up, especially when you have 40 players in every single team. 40 times 30, that's 1,200 players on top of a lot of really expensive ones. So you want to try to save stubs as much as possible. So we'll go to create by order and we'll do one more than what that highest sellable is. So it's at 33. I will buy him for 34 stubs. You don't want to be that person that goes all the way up to 50. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Do 34 and I'll place that order in right there. 34 stubs. Somebody has the option to sell me that Bryce Terrain for 34 stubs. And once again, especially as people are opening packs, they don't want to, they see silver common cards. They don't care about them as much. They're not expensive. They just want to get rid of them. They will sell you those cards. So that is how you buy cards. So now, how do I sell cards? Say I want to sell Thiago Vieira. We're going to click on him, go to view and market. We see he's going for 54 stubs. I want to get that 54 stubs, whether I have multiple of him, don't need him, don't plan on completing the collection, or in a lot of cases, if you pull a diamond, you want to sell him because he's super expensive now and buy back at a later time. You will do the same thing. You will press X, go to buy sell options, and then you'll just go over to sell and create sell order. And what you will do is put it one less than what is under buy. So right now, the buy order is 54 stubs. I'm going to put him at 53. Once again, it's the opposite of the sell. You don't want to put him like lowball people. Don't go put him at 30 some and just missing out on an extra 20 free stubs. May not seem like much now, but it will be. So we'll put him up for 53, and you see right there, 53 stubs. We are the next best option. So when somebody wants to buy Thiago Vieira, they have to buy ours. It's not like Madden, not like 2K, where you can buy any single card you want. You have to buy the lowest price version of the card. This is going to make these collections significantly cheaper, especially when you get some of these higher overalls like William Contreras. You see right now, there's a 468 difference between his buy now and his sell now. So we'll want to put a sell now order for 901 because we will save on 400 stubs. That's going to be a lot in terms of the final product. But if we go to one of these cards that has a really expensive diamond, like let's go Zach Wheeler here, 88 overall, he's got about a 3,000 difference in his buy now and his sell now. So this is also how a lot of people get stubs, is they'll put a sell order in for 12,160 and then they'll put them up for 15,110. And with each sell, you'll see that you do get taxed. Think it's 10%. So it does take some of your profit away. But like say I wanted to sell this Kyle Schwarber. He goes for 598. That's not bad. We'll go over to sell, create sell order, put him up for 597. And you'll see seller will receive is at 537. I believe that's about 10%. So a 10% tax, just like freaking the United States. Uncle Sam has to get his too, man. I want to show you a better example of some of the splits. Like if we go to Acuna here, he's a very expensive card. He has a 20K split between his buy now and sell now. This is actually a really good example of a card that would not work well for flipping because of tax. So right away, it would take away 20K. But if you're trying to do the collection, you are getting this card for 25K cheaper than he would be if you were trying to, just buy him outright. Man, hopefully this video made sense. The marketplace is definitely more confusing than it is in other sports games, but once you get the hang of it, it's really cool that you have the option to buy cards for cheaper than what people are actually posting them for, because people are lazy and just don't want to go to the marketplace. Like, of course, I got to get Yelly on my team. There's a 250 difference in his price. I'm going to put in a buy order for 115, and I bet you if I go into a game, I now have 3 buy orders for the Brewers. I bet you if I go into one game versus the CPU, 3-inning game, all 3 of these would be done, especially as people start to earn more packs. It is just 2:30 in the morning, so not a lot of people are on right now. But by tomorrow, those cards will be mine. So they go quick. Let me know if this video helped you. If it did, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Road to 5,000 subscribers. And if you have any questions at all about the marketplace or how MLB The Show as a whole works, let me know in the comment section. I'll respond to everybody. And also, if you like this video, I definitely think you're gonna like this one as well. Be sure to go check it out.